So in today's video, we got a 2012 Honda Civic. Customer said it stalled out on them. They had a check engine light, and the check engine light's been there for a while. Maybe that's the reason why the car stalled out, because I tried to drive the car around it. It's running smooth, no issues. But anyways, let's take a look what the check engine says. So what we're gonna do is, I got my little $80 scan tool inside the vehicle, and what we're gonna do is, we're gonna plug this into the OBD2 connector, which is right there. It's only gonna go one way. If you try to put it this way, it won't fit. It's only gonna fit one way. You see that? You know what? Let me get my camera in a better angle. So it's like a slanted, you know. Even this one's the same way. So this is gonna go in. Scan tool's gonna come on immediately, but it's not gonna scan anything unless we put the car in accessory mode. So we're just gonna put the key button. Let's push it. Key's not in here. Where is the key? It is in here. Okay, but why is it not detecting? Maybe it needs to be closer. Okay, I just have to push a little bit harder. So we are in accessory mode, and why did the volume come on the radio? And let's get rid of that. Where's the button? Aftermarket stuff. Okay, push the button twice. So accessory mode. If you got the key, you put an accessory. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for our scan tool to start picking up. And any moment now, it's probably gonna ask me if it's a Honda. If it's not, if it doesn't say, is this vehicle a Honda? If it doesn't say that, you have to press no and then select the vehicle by going down, down, down. And this is a Honda. So the code we got is EGR recirculation. Oh, okay. You got seven codes. Let's see what's the next one. Why is it not changing? There you go. So same code for everything. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go into the vehicle and we're gonna fix this issue. So we're gonna have to replace the EGR valve. So here we are under the hood. So to locate your EGR valve is very simple. Let me just check my light. There you go. So EGR valve is right here. So if you need the original numbers, there's a couple of numbers here. In the center it says SV02 52007 0007 there. Those are the numbers. So when you buy an EGR valve, make sure you know the engine size. This is 1.8 liter, I believe. Yep, 1.8. It's listed right there on that sticker. To take out this EGR valve, it's very simple. 12 millimeter, and one connector, okay? And it has a gasket down below. If that gasket doesn't remove, I am very big fan of that gasket that's originally in there, okay? So this is gonna come with a new gasket. So here's our new part. This is made by Standard. There's the part number 1248 EVG 1248. Let's take a look what's inside this baby. So this piece, if you ask me how much, 200 some bucks, okay? My cost is a little bit cheaper, but you might not find this piece under 290 bucks. Let me take this guy out. I need my second hand, which is my legs right now. Because I'm holding the camera with the other one. So there it is, one connector, 2 bolts, and usually what happens is this will get stuck open or the solenoid will go bad. It's like a little sensor, and there's a gasket in there, so we're not gonna use that gasket. Only if I think, I might not need my second hand again. If I think my first gasket over there looks pretty good. So this is the box, and this is what the gasket look like. Very simple, and I will show you the torque specs. So let me set up my camera. So what we're gonna do is very simple and easy. First, you're gonna squeeze on this tab, and you're gonna remove this connector. It comes right off. Sometimes this connector won't come out because that tab won't lift, so you could lift it with a pick or a flathead screwdriver. So very simple and easy. 12 millimeter on each side. I got this long extension. This is 3x8 ratchet. Same thing on this side. So both sides got a bolt. And once they're loose, sometimes they won't be loose because if your car has a lot of mileages due to having so much corrosion. So don't drop these bolts, these nuts. There you go. This is one, and one on the opposite side. So this valve should be moving already. Okay, and this will cause this customer's vehicle stalled, and there's our gasket down there. Do not touch it. Do not touch it. And there's the solenoid here. So this baby's out of here, and so this can cause a random misfire, multiple misfire. How can I express this to you? If it stays stuck open, it's gonna like we're losing a vacuum, okay? And if it loses too much, your car will stall. So pretty much nothing to do here. You can check the holes on ports, and sometimes these ports will get blocked too, but there's no way for you to check to clean them out. It's a whole new service. So take a new port, EGR valve. You're gonna take the 12 millimeters, catch the threads. Okay, I am a mechanic. A lot of people will criticize this. You can do that down below in the comments. And remember, I am a highly skilled mechanic. Some jobs, if I can show you, you can learn. If you feel confident enough, you can do it yourself. If not, you can at least know what to be expected. Okay, what's the issue here? Okay, this is if you go to a mechanic shop, so I already told you the price on the valve. Okay, so I'm tightening this. Okay, while I'm doing this, snugging each side, just snug it a bit. Maybe I'm just tightening it slightly. Use a torque wrench to tighten this. So now I got both the bolts in equally. Okay, I had a rare case where you tighten one and then the valve cracks in half. Okay, so don't do that. Slowly and gently. This thing is no more than probably 13-foot LB. I'm gonna give you the torque specs. So you got the specs on this baby. And obviously after that, you do need to reset the light. Disconnecting the battery is going to throw out, you can disconnect the battery and give it 10 minutes, it will reset all the codes. But however, some vehicles you can't do that because you're going to have all the other lights come on, like Camry, you're going to start to stall. Okay, so all I did was put this connector on. So the job is done. Okay, we're talking about how to reset this now. How to reset this, you're gonna put your scan tool in there and you're gonna command it to reset. Okay, buy yourself a small handheld scan tool, 80-90 bucks, 120 bucks. Get something good. The one I'm gonna show you is Blue Point. Snap-on sells that. You get that little guy, works beautiful in all the cars up to 2021 22. Anyways, you can disconnect the battery for 10 minutes, but that's gonna throw on your radio code, navigation code. If you got a Camry and stuff, it's gonna stall the cars. TPMS light, all the lights gonna come. It's gonna take time to understand again. You're gonna have to do a little bit of work, calibration and all that. But anyways, I wouldn't recommend that. A lot of people put out videos like that. I have videos like that, but I do explain everything. Anyways, now we're gonna take the scan tool and reset the light. Pretty simple and easy. 16 foot-pound. There's your torque specs. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to reset your check engine light in this video. But however, if your check engine light is on, that means there's an issue. First of all, scan that same way. You put the scan card or code reader. This one, you know what? This is a Blue Point. Let me show you guys what this is. This is, I purchased this from Snap-on guy. You could call this 1-800 number here. 1-877-447-6276. Figure out more information on this. So you're gonna be looking for Blue Point and the scan tool serial number or whatever this number is, EECR1 lowercase a, and there's no other it's a website in the back, innova.com/patents. Okay, that's something different. So get yourself this one. I paid about $98, so I would say maximum $120 with taxes and everything. Maximum. This was years back, so it's gonna be 120 bucks by now. Get yourself a scan tool. It's worth it, and you can do so many repairs on your vehicle. So this vehicle, I changed the EGR valve. Actually, I showed you guys. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to reset the code. Okay, using this. This is the only way. A lot of people disconnect the battery, but that throws out check engine light for other stuff. Loss of power. Some cars memory is lost. It's gonna stall out. TPMS light, all kinds of lights. So that wouldn't be the way. I would just recommend you get yourself a small scan tool. Let's go inside the vehicle and reset this light. It's very simple and easy. But however, do the repair. Some people want to even reset cars and then give it a chance. If the car light doesn't come back, good. If it does come back, that means you got to take care of it. But I'm a mechanic. I take care of it and then I reset it.